Well, the results are in. Republican voters in Ohio have chosen J.D. Vance as their party's nominee in a closely watched Senate primary. Vance had secured the endorsement of former President Trump, and some analysts view the race as a test of Trump's influence over the party since leaving the White House. So Robert Costa is in Cincinnati with the latest results. Vance was behind in the polls before Trump's endorsement. So what could support from the former president mean for other races across the country?
Good morning from Cincinnati. You called the race closely watched, and it was certainly closely watched by Trump-endorsed candidates across the country, wondering if Ohio would provide them clues about their own political fate and the power of the Trump endorsement. And the Trump endorsement, at least here last night, still carries significant weight within the Republican Party. It helped Vance repair wounds he had with Trump supporters over past criticism of Trump and lift him to victory in this nomination contest. But the dynamics in every race are different, and the Trump brand politically will face more tests in the coming weeks, including in Pennsylvania, where Dr. Mehmet Oz, the TV personality, is in a competitive, crowded Senate primary.
How are J.D. Vance's Republican competitors sort of reacting to the news of his win?
His competitors have endorsed him in the past 24 hours. They're saying that Vance is the Trump-aligned candidate and Trump is still the center of the Republican Party in their view. Even the moderate state senator Matt Dolan, who had a late surge in the Senate race here, he endorsed Vance last night. So did Josh Mandel, the conservative former state treasurer. So you see a coalescing around Vance since he won on Tuesday night. And this is a state that Trump won twice, in 2016 and in 2020. So most Republicans here want to be with where the Trump winds are blowing.
So I'm sort of curious, there are Trump candidates and Trump candidates. Some are the big lie candidates. Some are, I don't know, free speech and gun rights candidates. What sort of candidate was Vance, considering he was such a high-profile critic of the president? And can you give us a sense of, what the November contest is going to look like between Vance and, the Democratic candidate?
Vance is an intriguing political character because he vaulted to national notice through his best-selling book, Hillbilly Elegy, which was widely seen as a prism into the Trump electorate, how working-class white voters in places like southern Ohio, where we are today in Cincinnati, are responding to the dynamics of globalization and the churning politics in the United States. But Vance was a critic of Trump at the same time he published that book. But he has cast himself in this race as a populist in Trump's image, someone who may have criticized Trump for his conduct, but politically, ideologically, is very much in step with Trump's nationalism, his populism, that America First agenda, which has some critics even inside of the Republican Party. And Vance has also echoed, it should be noted, some of Trump's claims that the election in 2020, Trump's false claim that it was stolen. And so Vance is much more of a populist in this Trump side of the GOP, but he's not someone who's countering Trump's election claims in any real way, and that should be noted as well.
Yeah, thank you, Robert Costa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.